When Colorado mother Kelsey Berreth vanished last Thanksgiving, the story made headlines. Her fiancé, Patrick Frazee, was charged with her murder, but his defense team is pointing the finger at someone else. The trial is set to get underway later on this month. Nikki Battiste reports for 48 hours.
Patrick Frazee has entered a plea of not guilty in the murder of his fiancée, Kelsey Berreth.
As a reminder, Patrick Frazee is presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Patrick, what do you have to say?
Kelsey's body has not been found, and this surveillance video of her grocery shopping on Thanksgiving is the last time she was seen in public. Kelsey, a pilot, and her fiancé Patrick, a rancher, have a baby daughter. Police say Patrick told them Kelsey wanted to end their relationship.
He said Kelsey wanted to go their separate ways and they were just not meshing anymore.
Turns out there was another woman in Patrick's life, a former Idaho rodeo queen named Crystal Lee.
What did Crystal say about Patrick? Was she in love with him?
I think she was, to a point.
Michelle Stein says her best friend Crystal confided in her about a disturbing conversation Crystal and Patrick had before Kelsey disappeared.
She had told me that he had asked her to take care of his baby mama.
And you took that to mean, or she took that
so
to
I
mean?
was like, well, I was in shock at first because people, who says that? And she said, yeah, he asked me if I would kill the mother of his baby.
Michelle says she pushed Crystal to call the police, but she didn't, and neither did Michelle.
I kept telling her, I think you need to call and tell somebody. I'm trusting her to do the right thing.
But I think, Michelle, people watching will say, call the police. Say, you need to talk to my friend. Someone's asking her to kill someone.
You're right.
But do you have regret?
Of course I regret it. I regret it every day.
After Kelsey vanished, authorities tracked down Crystal. And when they offered her a deal in exchange for her testimony against Patrick, she told an incredible story.
She admits to cleaning up the crime scene and tells the prosecution the whole entire story of what happened. There's poison coffee, there's a metal baseball bat, scented candles, a blindfold, phones that are pinging all over Colorado and in Idaho.
Crystal told authorities Patrick tried to get her to kill Kelsey 3 different times, and each time she chickened out. Then she says it was Patrick who killed Kelsey.
So Nikki Battiste is joining us now. Nikki, poison coffee?
I know, it's as unbelievable as it sounds. So of these 3 plots that Patrick came up with, asking Crystal to carry out to kill Kelsey, the very first was a poison coffee, a caramel macchiato from Starbucks specifically, which he said was Kelsey's favorite drink. Crystal, who is a nurse, had the idea of poisoning it with a lethal dose of Ambien and Valium. Crystal takes the coffee, goes to Kelsey's house, knocks on the door, has this ruse, trying to befriend her as a new neighbor. Kelsey opens, takes the coffee, but Crystal says she actually never poisoned it. She tells Patrick this. He's furious, so he comes up with 2 more plots.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it really does something, sounds like something out of a movie, and sadly it is not. So Crystal Lee, she's cut a plea. What do we know about that plea deal?
So she's testifying against Patrick Frazee, so she has pleaded guilty to evidence tampering rather than a harsher charge. But if her story falls apart, that deal is totally off the table. And now Patrick's defense has just filed a court document saying they're going to point the finger right back at Crystal. They say she may have fabricated that story and she may have been involved in the murder.
Okay, because she's saying, I had nothing to do with it, so I'll give you all the details that you need to know.
Exactly.
And they're saying, not so fast.
And it's important to note that Kelsey's body has still not been found. There's no murder weapon. So really, this trial is expected to come down to Crystal's word versus Patrick's.
That's really interesting. You know, there's not a lot of murder cases where you don't have a body. What about their daughter?
So little Kaylee is about 2 years old. She is being raised by Kelsey's parents. Kelsey's mom, Cheryl Berreth, is also in our hour. And, you know, of course, they're still hoping to find Kelsey's body, and they're really just hoping for justice soon.
I bet. Nikki Battiste, thank you. Looking forward to it. So you can see Nikki's report, The Murder of Kelsey Berreth, on 48 Hours tomorrow night at 9 Central on CBS.